The survivability of the A-10 Warthog is in serious doubt tonight. The plane is the backbone of our Davis-Monthan Air Force Base, and the loss of the A-10 would be devastating to the base operations as well as Tucson's economy.
The Warthog is the most reliable plane that ground troops love because it protects them so well. But the top two Defense Department leaders have already decided the plane has got to go.
The A-10 is a wonderful system, but it's also an old system.
General Dempsey just laid out the realities of a 40-year platform when we're looking down the road at the kind of requirements we're going to need in the future.
If the Air Force retires the fleet of Warthogs for good, that will severely affect Tucson's economy. Not in Your Sides, Craig Smith is live at the home of the Warthog, Davis-Monthan Air Force Base.
Guy, A-10 units are not the only activity here at Davis-Monthan. There are other Air Force units, reservists, Customs, Border Patrol, and so on, but A-10s really are the heart of this base. Now, there is a lot to love about what the plane brings to the local economy, just as troops love what the A-10 brings to them on the ground. The Warthog may not be the prettiest plane until you're in trouble on the ground and need help now. A massive machine gun designed to tear open tanks. And the ability to fly low, slow, and make very tight maneuvers keeps the A-10 right where troops on the ground like it, close. Army General Martin Dempsey, the military's top officer, says A-10s have saved him from tight spots, but tight budgets tell him to ground the A-10 and spend on new aircraft for new battlefields.
And it's also vulnerable in a high-intensity environment in a way that it's not vulnerable today in Iraq and Afghanistan.
Tucson Congressman Ron Barber has been pushing to keep the A-10. He did not hear good news from General Dempsey's boss, Defense Secretary Chuck Hagel.
General Dempsey just laid out the realities of a 40-year platform when we're looking down the road at the kind of requirements we're going to need in the future with the restraints we have.
Economic studies say Davis-Monthan adds about $1.2 billion to the local economy. The Air Force says grounding the A-10 would drop about 2,000 military jobs here. The number of civilian workers is unknown. Mike Grassinger leads DM50, a private business group that works to keep DM contributing to Tucson's economy. He hopes to keep the A-10, but wants a backup plan too.
If the A-10 goes away, we would like to see another mission that supports not only Davis-Monthan but our local economy.
Now, DM50 does a lot of lobbying in D.C., lobbying of Congress, lobbying of the Pentagon, to convince them this base is a good place to put their missions. It has good weather, good unobstructed airspace, and is close to the Goldwater bombing range, the place where pilots can go to practice to make sure their bombs and bullets go only where they are supposed to. Guy, Stella.
What other sorts of missions could come in?
Well, there's been a lot of discussion about the F-35. That's supposed to be the successor to the A-10 and some other aircraft too, but there's not many F-35s flying right now. We know there's a commitment to Luke Air Force Base, and that's about it so far for that aircraft. There's also a lot of discussion about unmanned aircraft, drones and such. They are a real growth area in the military right now.
All right, Craig, thank you.